Okay, good morning, Brian. This is directed specifically to His Grace Brian Mize, Brian the White of the Shaklee Nation in the Veritas universe. Okay? Now, the Shaklee Nation, for those of you who may or may not know about the Shaklee Nation, the Shaklee Nation was the first system to sign on within the Veritas universe, and I'm addressing the first actual paid-in license holder in the entire planet. What I want you to consider, Brian, beloved, is that we may have had our polarities in our scale entirely wrong. Here I am trying to be the king. Okay? Well, who was wrong in the example that I quoted? Okay? Who was actually wrong in the example that I quoted when you read it correctly? Okay? Yeah, never mind. It was Sir Thomas that got killed. Yeah, I'll give you that. But who actually sinned? Okay? Now you're starting to pick up on there's a bit of a strategy. See, I've been wrestling all night with, how do I resolve, quote unquote, your treason to Roger Barnett? What? You're not any traitor to Roger Barnett. You're not a traitor to Roger Barnett. We both know this. Shit. I ought to know better than to mess in the affairs of wizards. Okay, when I try to mess in the affairs of wizards, I end up doing magic all by myself, and see, here's what I'm asking you to consider, Brian. Okay, I want you to sit back, relax, and give me 90 days. Okay? Because here's what I want you to consider. Okay? We had been building the last scenario on the idea that it was His Majesty the King who needed to be the $6 million man. Okay? Well, what if it ain't quite that way? What if it ain't quite that way? What if I could show you a way to go up the line to, like, Rita, okay, with the sanction of Roger Barnett, okay, not dismissing you from Shaklee at all, nor dismissing you from EmpowerNet, but that's a completely different story, right? That's my part of the story, is where does EmpowerNet fit in all of this? Well, I discovered that what I need to do is I need to...
I got a question for you.
Yes?
Your SSI, do I report it or just leave it alone? And
Wait a minute. Wait, report it to whom?
the county.
Okay.
That's the question.
All right, let me look at the question. Does anybody get money, or does anyone expect to get money from sources other than work? Include Social Security. Yes? No? Who are you applying?
This is for me, and you are the spouse.
All right. Okay, this is the State of Minnesota Healthcare Programs Renewal. Right? Start date 1985.
For food stamps and medical assistance.
Uh-huh. Okay, fine. If no income has been reported, well, we don't have any income to speak of. SSI, any other payments? Now that's an interesting. Any other payments, which probably includes the, okay, yep, it includes trusts.
I just put it in there that it goes to Michael.
Yes.
But he cuts me a check, but I don't pay bills off it. I don't buy clothes off it.
Yeah, well.
And you sure as hell they're going to go on ahead and count it against me.
Yes, let them count it against you. We are building the case against them as we go. Okay, let them count it against you if they have to.
Fine, then
Then everything will be yanked. I understand this. Then everything will be yanked and we have the potential to die. I understand this as well.
Screw it, I'm filling the damn thing out and I'm going to go on ahead and do it my way.
Yes, report both the SSI and your trust fund. Thank you.
Boppity, boppity, boppity.
Do not try to do magic in my house. You're not cleared for it. Goodbye.
You want to know something? I'm going to just hand it with just my income. That's it.
Yeah, well, when you get arrested, don't come back to me.
Then you guys dang it, go on ahead and pay for next month's groceries. Out of thin air.
You want a real divorce, do you not? Okay, as you can see, the tensions in the house are increasing because we're trying to do magic and we're trying to do it the wrong way, obviously. Okay, the most relief that I ever got out of last night's little, Fourth World War, whatever it was when I got back into a site called audible.com and I got my talking books back. Okay? So we know that I should not be doing magic at this level, at least not yet. Okay? What if I were to hand you away, Brian, that you could go all the way up from, your sponsor, Joy. I won't mention the rest of her name. There's privacy issues involved there. But let's suppose you could present our system to your sponsor, Joy, and ask her the proper channels for us, Veritasia, to get an interview with Mr. Roger Barnett about implementing the Shaklee system through Veritasia. Okay? Now, it's my proposal that if we do this correctly, Brian, that means that basically I don't have to sweat $6 million because I am not the $6 million man, okay? That's mission impossible. We've been there, we've done that. We've been there, we've done that. And in Veritasian terms, there's no mission that is ever given by our Lord God that is impossible. Okay, that's why I like to play with that thematically. You've seen me play with that thematically over and over again. Right? So if my mission is not the one that's impossible, and your mission is not the one that's impossible, then here's the elegant part. What if you are the $6 million man? Okay? Think that one through. I'm giving you this challenge for it's going to be right here on your Nilla March list when you come look at my channel, which you should be doing on a daily basis. There is a playlist called Nilla March. I want you to go over it for as long as you can stand to go over it. Then you make your response to me. Okay? And basically the whole thing should be game on. We've got all our conflicts straight, and basically we're going respectfully up the line when we need to go up the line, and let's not even worry about down the line for now. Okay? That's what I'm saying, Brian, is if I can make you into the $6 million man, okay, if I can rebuild you through what we're doing here, and I have every reason to suspect that that's so, then why should we have to worry about the small green pieces of paper? Okay? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. That is the work I wanted to do for this morning. Hopefully you discover it. If you don't, that's fine. It's going to stay up here for as long as it takes, Brian. It's going to stay up here for as long as it takes. And you are privileged as fantasy. Yeah, you're privileged with the fantasy of being a royal, but you are privileged as Veritasian royal family. Okay, you're one step away from what I call prince rank, which is basically the basis for the prince rank is they are the circle of people who will always be able to contact me in my physical world because they know how I operate before I get to the public stage on anything. Okay? And you notice how strong that little piece of theater between me and Princess Bitsy was. Yeah, there are very real-time facts that are being, put forward in this massive legal case that we're making before the whole world. Okay. And we're going to let Blue Earth County, Minnesota be Blue Earth County, Minnesota. Let them do all the swaggering they want to do. Okay? Because Caesar will be Caesar, and I'm postulating something called the Silver Bullet Club, which means if they really wanted me, they could shoot me in the head anytime they want to do it. Okay? And I have to learn how not to be scared of possibilities like that. Because it is coming, folks. Let's not confuse the apocalypse fever with the real deal. Yeah, it's coming, and we may be closer than even I thought. But anyway, before I get into making that case, I need to make, I need to run a few hat tricks and make a living. All right. So, love you, best beloved, oh nobleman. Okay, I just love playing with you. All right, I love to scare the hell into people. Mr. John Denver, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, see, that's the thing. The joy of the Lord is our strength, so we got to hang on to our joy regardless of the chaos that goes on around us. So I'm going to rule that it's just possible that you could be the $6 million man, and the point is to prove it to everybody else at the table. You in or you out? All right, good morning to you. Bye-bye.